Welcome to another Transformers anime review. This time we're going to be looking at one I've been looking forward to for a long time, and that is animated Arcee. Yes, I've finally been able to find her in stores. Was tempted to get the eBay prices, but a little too high on there, and just always held out. Walked into Toys R Us blindly today, and they had 6 of them, so I grabbed 2. Thought I'd never see her in stores, but I'm glad I did. I was almost tempted to get the Japanese one too, because I was hoping it would be more available, but it sold out everywhere. So real happy I was finally able to get this in stores and only paid retail price for it. Alright, so let's check it out. So here's Arcee in her vehicle mode, which is very reminiscent of the G1 counterpart, except you can even make it look more like G1 Arcee. You can have the option of taking off these wings, which pop on and off very easily, a little too easily actually. They tend to pop off whenever you don't want them to, but I don't mind it. I don't mind the wings here. I think it looks a little bit more sporty that way, so I like to leave them on, even though it does take away from the G1 look of it. Very nice looking sports car here, and stores the swords in the back here. Now I'm not sure if these are actually supposed to clip in anyway, but these are pretty loose in here, so I really don't even want storing them in here. You'd think they clip in, but they slide out very easily, so I prefer to just keep these off to the sides and just make it a little bit cleaner look. But overall it's very nice. It rolls real easily once you have it all together. Like I said, yeah, those wings pop off pretty easily. Has the Cybertronian look going on for it, and it has the Autobot logo there on the top. Other than that though, there's not much else to it, just a regular car. All wheels roll fairly easily. Fairly common trait is that one wheel will be off just a little bit and it'll cause the vehicle not to be able to roll pretty easily, but this one, they all line up pretty easily and it works pretty well. So that's about it for her car mode. To start the transformation, I'm just going to grab hold of the front here and pull it down, separate it, and fold out into the side, and rotate the feet up, and fold this thing down here and rotate these white pieces down. Now go ahead and rotate the waist around, then position the legs like this. But then you might be wondering, well, that's kind of an ugly open area there, but these pieces here on the sides actually fold over to partially cover them up, so it looks a little bit better, but not much. And go to the top here, rotate these back, and then separate the arms and fold them down and swivel the hands around. And there she is in robot mode. In robot mode, she looks identical to her animated counterpart. Articulation is pretty good. Couple joints here in the legs that allow for it to swivel around, which is due to the transformation. Foot, it goes down, but no up movement. Sorry, you couldn't see that. Pretty good in the arms here. It has 2 ball joints and then a swivel joint on the forearm. Head's a little bit weird. It has a real long neck and a ball joint there at the top, but up and down movement is fine. But side to side is a little stiff, and there went the wing. But other than that, it's pretty good. And wings pop off. And like, even though I said it looks just like your anime counterpart, it also looks a lot like the Generation 1 counterpart, which is why this is a highly sought after figure. Just a little bit more stylized, I guess. And in this form you can store the swords again at the top. Just slide them in. So this is a more practical way of storing them. And of course you can put them in her hands eventually. There you go. But she never really even used them in the series, so they're more or less just a gimmick for the toy. So I just leave them up there. As a whole, the figure is actually pretty crappy. I mean, it has a lot of desire for it, just because, you know, it is only a Toys R Us exclusive, and it's such a hard to come by figure of a very popular character that we've wanted for 25 years now. But really, there's nothing that great about it. If you really getting past like the Generation 1 lore of the Arcee character, and just the fact that this is the first ever Arcee figure that's really based on the G1 look. Once you get all past all that, it's not that great of a figure. Probably wouldn't really recommend it for new like Transformer fans, like fans that really didn't grow up with the Transformers, so they really have no idea who the real Arcee was. But really, for a collector, this is a must-have figure. So you're swinging two opposites here, and just into demographics. For Generation 1, like hardcore Transformer purists, this is a must-have. But if you're a newcomer to Transformers series and anime may be your first experience with it, then pass on it, because it's really not that great of a figure. Okay, until next time, thank you for watching.